Albert Einstein. What comes to mind when you hear his name? Crazy hair? Everyone knows him for his genius and his wild hair. But did you know that Einstein's life was even crazier than his hair? How do you think someone could change all of physics in just 1 year? Or how could he casually turn down an offer to become president? Today, I'm going to reveal 10 unbelievable secrets about Albert Einstein. Facts that will make you see Einstein not just as a scientist, but as a revolutionary who changed the very course of life itself. If you believe that genius has no limits, you need to watch this video till the end, because I've saved the most shocking fact for last. Fact 1. Music, Einstein's hidden scientific power. Very few people know that one of Albert Einstein's greatest sources of scientific inspiration was music. Yes, when mathematical formulas, time and space became too complex for him to grasp, Einstein would pick up his violin. He started playing the violin at a young age, but music wasn't just a hobby for him. When faced with a difficult problem, he would pick up his violin and start playing. Einstein said, "Many times my ideas come from music. I think of life itself as music. If science was his mind, then music was his soul." He even told a friend, "If I weren't a scientist, I would definitely be a musician." Fact 2. Einstein was considered a bad student. Today, Einstein is considered one of the greatest minds in the history of science. But as a child, he was labeled dumb and lazy by his teachers. He was often seen as wrong because he gave different answers to his teachers' questions. Once a teacher even said about him, "This child will never amount to anything in life." But Einstein proved that genius often involves breaking the rules. His ability to think differently would go on to change our understanding of the entire universe. Fact 3. Einstein had an amazing sense of humor. Being a genius doesn't mean you have to be serious and cold all the time. Albert Einstein proved this with his life. He not only found humor in science, but also in life itself. Even at the most serious events, he couldn't resist smiling. Once, when journalists asked him to pose for a photo, Einstein simply stuck out his tongue and struck a silly pose. That picture showed the world his freedom of spirit and his ability to not take life too seriously. Einstein once said, "If we don't joke, life would be too boring." Even when discussing serious topics, he could suddenly make everyone laugh with a joke. Albert Einstein showed us that genius isn't just in the brain, it's in the heart and the laughter as well. Fact 4. Einstein's cosmic thoughts. Albert Einstein always had big questions about the universe on his mind, but many people never heard his most important one. He was working on a unique thought about the true nature of time, the idea of the possibility that the universe might be finite. One of Einstein's greatest achievements in mathematics and physics was the thought that the universe might not be infinite, but rather come to an end someday. While many scientists considered this idea unusual, it was later confirmed by modern astronomers in the 1990s. Fact 5. Einstein's lover, scientific legacy, and unconventional relationships. Albert Einstein was not only a genius in physics, but also lived a very complex and unconventional personal life. Sometimes a person's character and worldview are shaped by their spouse, but Einstein's wives were individuals who influenced his scientific world and even changed his worldview. His first wife, Mileva Maric, was not just his partner, but was closely involved with his academic struggles and success. Mileva also had skills in mathematics and physics, areas that Einstein often delved into. Some scholars claim that Mileva helped Einstein develop his theory of relativity, though there's no concrete evidence to support this. However, his most unusual relationship began with his famous secret letters. Many believe these letters help us understand his romantic life and personal emotions. Einstein's second wife, Elsa Lowenthal, had a very different relationship with him. They had a significant family difference. Elsa was both his cousin and his wife. When Einstein married Elsa, he was already a world-famous scientist. Their relationship was often more emotional than logical. Elsa organized Einstein's life, both personally and professionally. It was almost a secret collaboration. Einstein and Elsa rarely argued because she understood his weaknesses and perception very well. So how did Einstein's romantic life affect his science? Many say it made him a more thoughtful person because his deep thoughts were developing in parallel with his personal life. Fact 6. Bicycle philosophy. The secret of balance. Einstein had a famous saying, "Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving." He was not only a scientific genius, but also known for his simple lifestyle and philosophical thoughts. The bicycle was not just a means of transportation for him. It symbolized freedom, thinking time, and balance. He said, "When I ride my bicycle, my thoughts become clearer and more focused. Being in nature and engaging in a simple activity stimulates my brain." Fact 7. Einstein created a puzzle only 2% of people could solve. Einstein had created a special puzzle to select intelligent people. He said, "Only 2% of people can solve this puzzle. Here's the puzzle. There are 5 houses. Each house is a different color, and each house is occupied by a different person. Each person drinks a different drink, keeps a different animal, and smokes a different brand of cigarette. No house owner has the same habits as any other. The question is, who keeps the fish?" At first glance, it seems simple, but solving it requires serious logic and patience. Fact 8. Einstein escaped to America to save his life. When Hitler came to power in Germany, Einstein was declared a public enemy. His scientific ideas and his outspoken opposition to fascism had attracted the attention of the German government, which made him a target for severe persecution. Had Einstein not left the country, he would likely have been imprisoned or even killed by the Nazi regime. In 1933, Einstein decided to flee to the United States for his safety. This move saved his life and scientific career. Einstein's move to America also created a foundation for his future scientific discoveries. With his work at Princeton University, he became a major figure in American scientific and intellectual life, and he continued his fight against fascism. His escape not only saved his personal life, but also marked a significant turning point in the development of global scientific progress. Fact 9. Einstein's brain was banned from being photographed. After his death, photos of Einstein's brain were secretly circulated. His family immediately took legal action because his brain was being sold illegally. People were trying to study his brain to uncover the secret of his genius. It became a symbol of their desire to understand the mind behind one of the greatest intellectuals in history. But the question remains, was there something in his brain that made him so extraordinary? Or was his brilliance the result of a unique combination of factors? Fact 10. Einstein's final words were lost forever. Albert Einstein's death wasn't just a turning point for one genius, but for the whole world. However, the last words he spoke, perhaps a message about the meaning of life or the future of humanity, were never heard by anyone. His final utterances were lost, possibly forever. Perhaps Einstein wished to explain himself with those last words, but the barriers of language, time, and space stopped him from doing so. This uncertainty, even the loss of a voice that could have gone down in history, suggests that the greatest mysteries of our existence may never be fully understood. Those last words remain a secret that will always be known only to us. As we explore Einstein's life, one thing becomes clear. Every discovery follows a question, and every question opens the door to a new world. His last words were not just a mystery, but a call to dive deeper into the essence of life itself. Maybe in the end, the greatest lesson he left us was this: we must always keep learning, always strive to understand more. If you want to keep exploring these depths and learn more, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give us a like. Together, we'll uncover more.